Hey friends, Tinker Golf Man here, and today I wanted to showcase to you guys how I travel with my golf equipment. I've gotten a lot of requests from a lot of friends to showcase how I travel when I golf and how I put everything together. So I'm going to kind of split the video up into two pieces. I'm going to show you guys one, how to travel by yourself or just for one golfer on a trip, or also how to travel with two people, typically husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. Me and my wife love to golf together. So when we do golf together, what's the best way, some tips and tricks that I have to save the cost on traveling with all the golf stuff for yourself and for your partner. So follow along. Let's take a look. Let me give you guys a breakdown of everything that's on my golf essentials when I travel. So keep in mind, when you travel with a golf bag on an airplane, there's usually a cost involved. Now, the way to alleviate the cost of bringing your golf travel bag and your golf equipment with you is getting a partner airline credit card. If you guys are interested in that, I can have a whole nother video on that, but it could be anywhere from saving, 30 to 60 to sometimes $100 per golf bag if you have a partner credit card. What I mean by partner credit card is like if you have a credit card with Delta Airlines or United Airlines, American Airlines, or if you have a credit card that's partnered with an international carrier. They typically offer free first bag check-in, and if you have built status, meaning that you've frequently flown with them, or if you've spent an amount of money with those credit cards, they typically give you what they call status on airlines. And when you have status, you can add more golf bags or more luggage to help you alleviate the cost of having to check these things in and spending an extra $50, $100 per golf bag. So first tip, if you don't already, get a partner airline credit card. That way you can save on that. And again, if you guys are very interested in that, I could do a whole nother video on all of that stuff. And another key benefit of having a partner airline credit card, I myself am using Delta, Amex, and also using the American Express Platinum card, is they typically have baggage insurance built into the credit card as a benefit. So, for example, I've had this where I've gone somewhere and a golf club gets damaged during your trip, or your golf bag inside of a travel bag gets damaged inside of going traveling back and forth, and your golf bag itself gets damaged. So again, with the baggage insurance, they'll cover the cost of getting it repaired or sometimes even replacing it. I've heard so many stories of friends that have either lost golf clubs, damaged golf bags, and I myself have experienced damaged stuff in my golf travel bag, and because of the baggage insurance, they're able to get all that stuff repaired, so that you don't have to worry about paying extra to get a replacement on something. So yeah, again, partner airline credit card if you don't already have one, and use the baggage insurance if you run into any issues with your equipment or your stuff getting damaged during your trip. So again, I want to talk about golf traveling, and if you're needing to travel on an airline. Now you can still use this stuff if you need to travel not too far, just to have all your equipment tidied up, but this is going to be more catered for somebody that's going to be traveling on an airplane, and how to get everything put together. So I brought out a couple items here. I want to talk about the different things that you can find in golf travel bags. And there's I would say 3 tiers of level of golf bag, travel golf bags. You're going to kind of have your more affordable, less protection. It's going to be super lightweight. but not a lot of protection for your golf equipment. Then you kind of have that middle tier where you're going to get a lot more protection, but not necessarily a hard shell by any means. It's still probably going to be a softer material on the outside, but a durable material, maybe water resistant. And then you have that kind of higher tier where, you know, you want the fullest protection you can get, which is a hard shell. Now, I typically like to travel with soft shell, or I guess a middle grade shell of material, only for the fact that in this stuff that you need to pack, it's all about weight. Now, most airline carriers across both domestic and international give you about a 50-pound weight limit on your bag, on your golf travel bag. So with that being said, it's all about saving weight. Where can we save weight? Now, it gets tricky because depending on the golf bag that you have, depending on the golf clubs that you have, depending on what you want to bring, how many days are you golfing, all these different questions play a factor into trying to get under that 50-pound, weight for your travel bag, plus all the stuff that you need to bring. So again, keep in mind that I like to use the middle class soft shell because, one, it's that weight that we're reducing from a hard shell, and it's going to give you a little bit more protection than a really low grade, cheap golf travel bag. So I just have two here. I want to say that the golden standard for a very long time is the one by Club Glove. Now, Club Glove offers it in 3 different kind of models. Club Glove product being that middle tier. Again, you're going to get some protection, and then you're not going to be worried so much because it's that cheap material, but you're not going to get the hard shell, right?
All right, friends, very similar to the Groove It brush, we now have the Groove It Mini. You've probably seen this on the tour with a lot of the touring pros because they've been using it. It's a quick way when you're on the driving range and you're practicing to take this Groove It brush, quickly take it off, and quickly clean the grooves of your club to get ready for the next shot. So it's a quick little item. I have it connected to my side of my belt loop, but this can pretty much go on anything where a carabiner can kind of quickly attach, quickly remove, and clean the club head. So this is the product I recommend. This is the Mini G, or the Mini Groove It brush, available now on the links in my description.
And then another tip I have is, since I really favor the mid-grade quality of golf travel bags, you gotta get the stiff arm. Now, the stiff arm, if you're already buying a Club Glove travel case, should already come with it. This one right here is the collegiate model. Club Glove has about 3 models, or 3 major models. They have the collegiate, they have the pro, and then they have the tour. And the only quite key difference is the size. I've been very successful utilizing the collegiate, which is kind of the smallest end in terms of the size of this travel golf case, for many years, and have never had any issues with them. But the key part is you got to get the Club Glove stiff arm, or a stiff arm product that you can buy separately if you already have a travel case and you don't have the stiff arm. The stiff arm, basically, you put into your golf bag in the middle of all your clubs, and it keeps it fairly straight so that when the bag gets tossed around, nothing kind of gets damaged by hitting it, crumpling it, or anything like that. So if anything, this is keeping it, pretty sturdy in terms of keeping it all vertical for all your golf clubs and the equipment that you have in there. So make sure you get a stiff arm. Super important. So again, I just talked about the Club Glove collegiate version. Again, I'll show you how I pack it. But I really love this because this is the one that you probably see a lot of college golfers or pro athletes, golfers use. If not, then they're just stepping up because they need more space to the pro or the tour model versions of this bag. And they have roughly about 15 different colors, I should say, across their line of golf bag on their golf travel bag across their website. So yeah, they're using very high quality exterior materials, very high quality zippers. That's another thing that's important because zippers do, on the cheaper end bags, get messed up very quickly, whereas the Club Glove ones don't. They do not. The zippers are very high quality and they do not snag or get messed up very easily. So it's very great quality on their zippers, and then very high quality material on their straps and their enclosures. Never had any issues of these breaking. And again, this travel bag has probably been seen, I don't know, I would say north of 15 to 30 golf trips. So the material on here really holds up. You also do get in the inside kind of a padded upper area, so where the clubs are gonna sit, you're gonna see the clubs get this padded area at the top. And again, do not forget to include your stiff arm so that it keeps everything tight. And I'm going to show you guys how I pack a single bag within the collegiate Club Glove bag as well. And it does have wheels, so you can pull it along so that you're not having to just carry this thing because 50 pounds of stuff can be quite heavy over the span of walking around an airport. So has amazing wheels. They don't stop. They don't get caught on anything. Going up escalators or going through elevators and rolling through unique, different terrain. Never had any issues with the Club Glove. Now I also have this new one from Malbon, the collab with Undefeated. I've yet to travel with this one, but this one also that I've seen can pretty much do everything that the Club Glove has. But again, this one's going to be more of a stiffer form factor in terms of the Club Glove one. So as you can see, it's holding its shape. So there's a lot of material making sure that it holds its shape. Whereas the Club Glove, if I take off the stiff arm, you guys see it just collapses, right? So again, two things to consider there for kind of that middle grade material for travel golf bags. So I'm quite ready to see how the Malbon one holds up in my coming travels within golf. But very much so, if you can get the collegiate Club Glove model, this is another great bag that has lasted me for a very long time and is amazing to travel with. Okay. Now the Club Glove and also the Malbon Undefeated one will take a full carry only bag. So I have a carry bag here, and then I have a carry and stand bag, kind of hybrid. My bags of choice are the Jones Player Series or Jones Original for a full carry. So if you're just going to be carrying the golf bag on your golf trip, and you can also still put these golf bags on a power cart if you're going to be going on a power cart. So that's my bag of choice for carry only. For that kind of hybrid carry and stand bag, my bag of choice is the Jones Trooper Series, just because it has a lot more pockets, it has a cooler to put your drinks in so it stays cold throughout your round, and it has more pockets in terms of being able to put your clubs in the, I think it's a 5-way system that they got for the Trooper Series.
Hey friends, Tinker Golfman here, and today I wanted to introduce the newly designed 2025 Strixon Z-Star Golf Ball, which offers an advanced three-piece construction, 88 compression, softer feel, mid-flight launch, and a soft urethane cover with spin skin coating. New Fast Layer Core 2.0 for enhanced feel around the greens, which promotes increased ball speed and lower spin off the driver, making it an ideal choice for golfers seeking distance and control.
Um, and this is a great way to whatever which way you want to go. Again, if you're going to be probably golfing somewhere and you're probably not going to spend a lot of time on the golf course and you're okay with just carrying, I would go with the Jones carry only bag. This is roughly going to be about just under 3 pounds. And then the hybrid kind of trooper, which is the stand and the carry bag, is about 5 pounds. So again, it adds up quickly in terms of which bag choice you have. So carry is probably going to be the one. Again, you're not going to be spending a lot of time on the golf course, or you're willing to carry if the golf course doesn't have power carts. I've been to golf courses where they don't have power carts and you have to walk all of it, and sometimes it may suck to have to carry around a carry bag, for all 18. Also, things to consider is your golf clubs. Now, I myself play heavier shaft golf clubs, which means that's adding more weight, right? So my shafts are 120 grams. Now you got 120 grams times however many clubs, within my irons, not including my putter, not including any of the other accessories that I have. That's going to add another, 10 pounds just on, all of my my golf clubs, right? So now you're already looking at 15, 20 pounds on just golf clubs. And again, another way to maximize this is by adding your footwear, your apparel into the bag as well. So keep in mind, if weight is going to be kind of the utmost important that we want, keep in mind which golf bag type you have, and keep in mind kind of your club weights, because this will all add up to that final 50-pound limit that we typically have when we put them all in the travel case. So yes. Now let's talk about a couple things in terms of when I pack footwear. Depending on your trip, however many shoes you want to, bring. Most people will probably just bring one. I myself, I'm a sneakerhead and a golf sneaker, sneaker collector. So I like to bring, depending on how many rounds, I like to try to change them if I can per round. So I could be bringing anywhere from, 2 to 5 pairs of golf shoes on one trip. So it gets tricky, but I'm just going to showcase it from some tips that I have to maximize the weight efficiency. So some things that I would recommend is getting these reusable shoe bags. You can get these on Amazon. The reason why I like these is, after you play golf, you don't have time to clean, all your cleats are underneath the golf shoes. You could just put these into reusable golf or reusable shoe bag, close these up, and then toss this into the golf travel case along with your golf bag, right? So highly recommend getting the reusable shoe bags from Amazon. I just picked up a handful of these on Amazon. Another thing to consider is a good pair of sandals, slippers, depending on where you're going to be staying at. You just play some golf, you're going to want a relaxing pair of slippers or sandals. So you could definitely get a pair of these. These are Luso Cloud, in my opinion, some of the most comfortable post-round golf slipper sandals that I've ever used. So that, and now I get a little touchy because I love using a more premium shoe bag compared to a reusable kind of lightweight, Amazon one. This one is the Old Jones Malbon collab. But again, if I know that I'm going to be traveling and I'm probably going to bring extra stuff and I want to add extra stuff to my golf travel bag at the end of the day, when I come back, I probably won't be using a more higher premium shoe bag, only for the fact that this adds weight, right? So this itself will add more weight once you start putting, sandals and slippers, another pair of golf shoes, and you put it in your travel bag, and it adds more weight. So typically, if I'm going to be playing for a couple rounds, I will probably bring the more premium shoe bag because I could actually, bring this around. Whereas if you're going to be using, only one or two pairs of golf shoes and you don't want to get, all of the grass or the dirt from your shoes over to the bag, then I would just go this way. And I favor a little bit more this way because, again, we're all about that saving weight under that 50-pound limit, right? So one thing to keep in mind there, don't forget your slippers, don't forget the shoe bag. If you're like me, probably want to wear a lot of hats, golf hats. I got this old New Era hat. I forget what this is called. Hat case, I guess you would say. And it's kind of like a stiffer material, which keeps all of the hats in shape. So when you get, put them into a golf bag, you could bring, 5 to 10 other hats if you needed to. And then they don't all get crumpled up. Now, another good tip, if you're not going to be bringing a lot of hats, or you're potentially going to be buying, a hat from wherever that you're going to be playing golf at, you don't need to bring this hat case. Then I would tell you that you could just clip on or attach the hat into a backpack if you're going to be traveling with a backpack. So another way to save that weight is to not utilize hat bags or hat cases, but utilizing your backpack, which is probably going to be on your back, and you're probably going to bring it onto the airplane with you, and you're not going to check that in, right? So, but if you are, again, there is this option as well to put your hats and keep them nice and fresh so that they don't get all crumpled up inside of your travel bag. Next, very, very important, very, very important is these travel collapsible cases. Now, my wife put me on this a couple years ago. They even have newer versions, but basically what this is you put your clothes and apparel all in this zippered kind of mini pouch, if you will. And the new ones you can actually vacuum out and compress your clothes. So you could put 3 to 5 days worth of golf clothes in here, which then you can add into your travel bag, right? So what I love about that is now you're utilizing your travel bag to add to that, to that weight, and you don't have to put it in, let's say, a backpack. You don't have to put it into a carry-on and worry about the extra weight on a carry-on if you have to bring extra luggage, right? So packing cubes. These are called packing cubes. So again, you can get these on Amazon, very cheap. Again, there is a new version, which they're called compression version of these packing cubes. And basically what that is, again, it compresses your clothes. You can put 3 to 5 days of clothes in here and then have the vacuum take out all the air, and then it collapses everything. And there's also a version where if you don't want to bring, it usually comes with a USB kind of vacuum. And if you don't want to bring that around, then you can get there's a version of the packing cubes that have extra zippers. So basically, it's the zippers will help it collapse. It's kind of hard to showcase because we don't have any, but if you can get your hands on even just the basic packing cube, this is just a basic packing cube, and it comes with a whole bunch of different sizes. You can put 3 to 5 days of your golf apparel in here, throw this in with your golf travel bag and your golf equipment, and still maintain that under 50-pound weight limit. So again, another key tip right there. So packing cubes, if you want to get those, don't forget to take a look at those. Okay, I guess next we could talk about the backpack. My backpack of choice is the Jones A2. Shout out to the Jones team out here in Portland. And you can get these customized if you want, but it's been a great backpack when I travel. It's lightweight, it's slim. You can put your electronics in here, you can put your wallet, keys, everything that you would need, and get quick access to it. I love this thing because you have your sides for your water or drinks, and then you have a soft inlay with padding for your laptop or any kind of flat iPad equipment or anything that you have for that, and then a ton of space for clothes or anything else that you may need inside of the main storage area, along with having quick access to small electronics, small paperwork, keys, passports, whatever you may want, with a ton of accessibility. And I think it looks great. They've done a really great job on this backpack. And then what's cool too is if you do travel with a check-in or another carry-on, is that they have this strap right here that you can put right behind the handle of your other suitcase if you have another suitcase that you're traveling with. So this is my backpack of choice. And again, it may just be extra clothes. It may just be an extra pair of shoes. If I'm traveling with a couple hats only and I don't want to bring the hat case, I could just snap on a couple of the hats here. Typically I'll just snap them on here like that, right? So that way, again, we're holding all this stuff, saving the weight on the travel bag. And yeah, so let me show you how to pack this. The way I would pack a collegiate with both either a carry-only bag and a hybrid carry-stand bag. That way you guys can see. All right, so let me show you guys how to pack a carry-only golf bag into a collegiate soft shell but very high quality travel golf bag. So lay that out. First thing is first is, I like to worry about the bigger clubs first when I put these things away, because they're going to be the first ones that probably get damaged, right? So what I like to do is, if you have a driver that has a removable head, remove the head from the shaft, because that'll save you so much headache in regards to getting this thing damaged and then having to get it replaced or repaired. So I like to just take out the head and the shaft with the tool that your driver head shaft lets you use. And do not forget, which I've done multiple times, do not forget to put the tool back into your golf bag. For whatever reason, one trip I went to, I forgot the dang the tool, and of course the people that I were playing with at the course did not have the tool either, and I had to go crazy going back from the first tee, going to the clubhouse to go ask somebody at the clubhouse if they had the tool. So don't forget to repack the tool to, you know, release the shaft from your club. So yeah, putting the tool back into the bag. Now I got my driver head separate. I got all the clubs here. And again, most important part about this whole thing is the stiff arm, right? So I like to put it in the middle. Got all the clubs in there. And again, this is just a carry bag. This is a Jones original carry bag. It's my wife's bag. And oh, I only had a second stiff arm in there for mine. But yeah, you guys see, stiff arm goes perfectly underneath. Now I can take my driver cover. Now this can get a little, you know, I like to get creative with it. So here's my packing cube. I have about 3 days of clothes in here. What I like to do, because this is already soft, throw the driver in here as well. Give it more padding, right? Lessen the blow. Put the the packing cube with my clothes in there. And I got my extra pair of shoes that have a shoe bag that I got from Amazon. Put that in there. And then some sandal slippers. And then I'll just put that on the other side. Another key tip, if you can, bring a couple golf towels, because I like to wrap them around some of the clubs because it keeps them from displacing and just keeping it kind of tight within that upper area so they don't get all, you know, pushed around. But if you can bring as many towels and keep it in that higher top area where the club heads are at, that'll give you some more protection for the club. So I like to put them in here, get them a little tossed around.
Hey friends, Tinker Golfman here. I want you guys to take a look at golfscape.com. Now you can book amazing travel destinations for your golf travels across different places around the world. Check them out, golfscape.com, available now to book tee times in my link description below.
The clubs don't get messed up. And get all zipped up, right? Right. So there we go. So, oops, got one strap. There we go. So this right here is roughly, if you're kind of following my guideline, you're looking at about a 40-pound kind of setup right here. So again, that's roughly about one pair of golf shoes, about 3 to 5 days of clothes in packing cubes, sandal slippers, your golf equipment, all tidied up in here with a golf towel and a stiff arm, right? So this is roughly about 40 pounds. So this will definitely pass all the airport, you know, kind of guidelines to get this thing checked in and not pay any extra fees. And again, if you have that partner airline credit card, this may be a free check-in. So versus having to pay $50, $60, or sometimes $100, especially if this thing is like 53 pounds, then you pay double because they charge you double the rate of one bag. It's not an extra like $5-10. No, it's double. You pay double of whatever the original bag fee is. So if it's $40, you're paying $80. So keep in mind, it's all about weight saving. So single bag, one golfer on a Jones original carry, and you're looking at about 40 pounds ready to go. All right, friends. Now let me show you what this looks like when you're doing more of a bigger bag. Um, that hybrid carry stand bag. Again, this is a Jones Trooper, roughly about 5 pounds. Again, try to double check what your bag manufacturer is to see which how much weight is going to be in there. Again, um, yeah. So first things first. Again, uh, driver. Don't forget to remove that head. Put the tool away. Get that out. Put your head cover or your driver head back into your head cover. Use it as protection. And again, do not forget to put the tool away. Again. So, put that shaft away. Put this driver head away for a little bit. And again, the stiff arm. Again, if you're getting the club glove bag, this should already come with it. But if not, or if you already have an existing one, take advantage of getting a stiff arm. Put that thing in the center of the club, in your golf bag with all your golf clubs. Again, with an umbrella, all the fixings. Slide that thing in here. So, driver, again, packing cube with my clothes, again, which I'm going to use for extra padding for the driver. Put my driver in the packing cube with my clothes. Throw it at the bottom. And again, opting for the shoe bag with one pair of shoes and sandal slippers. Go. All right, so there we go. So now we have on the collegiate club glove golf bag or travel golf bag, we have all of our equipment plus footwear plus apparel. Um, and again, I could add my hat case in here, but I typically just travel with one or two hats and then just have it hang onto that backpack for that A2 backpack that I had from Jones. But there you go. Now, gets dicey because this is roughly going to be at that 50-pound limit. Anywhere from 45 and maybe just a little bit over with already that. Now, if you do plan to buy things at the golf course that you're going to be playing at, keep that in mind. So, you're probably not going to be able to put it in here because of that weight, unless you're willing to pay for that overage fee of going over that 50-pound or 52-pound limit. And yeah, so this right here, that if you have that bigger golf bag, that hybrid slash carry, it's gonna add more weight with all the stuff that you have in there. Still highly recommend getting everything in there if you can.
Try to maintain that 50-pound limit. So this right now I know for sure is sub 50, just at that 48 mark on this setup right now, with one pair of shoes, with your 3 to 5 days of clothes, your clubs and equipment, everything in here is going to be roughly about that 45 to 50 mark already in this setup. So again, if you have that airline partner credit card, save that money to get it on here, or else you're going to be paying, you know, excess fees for getting it over the over that limit. So keep that in mind. Again, if you guys have questions about how I've laid this out for myself, one golfer for somebody that's traveling, leave them in the comments. Try to get to them when I can. But there we go. Traveling with the Club Glove Collegiate.